couple years ago now, almost 2 years ago now, not quite. And that was I was working to try and figure out how to describe this. How does one describe this? And so this phrase, angelically guided energy healing, came in. So what do? Because I'm an idiot, I'm arguing, right? Going, well, that doesn't make sense to me. I know it makes me sound like an idiot, but I'm okay with that. You see, I don't mind sounding like an idiot because it was true. I'm arguing. They say, call it angelically guided energy healing. And I say, well, I don't understand why, because it's not guided by the angels. It's guided by the guides. The angels are for healing. You already told me that. You told me angels heal, light beings heal, guides guide, right? I understand how this makes me sound. I do. They said, we just call it angelically guided energy healing. You understand, they were explaining it, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. And so finally they just, look, just do it. So, okay, fine. Doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't need to understand. Angelically guided energy healing, so be it. So we start calling it angelically guided energy healing, all the while I'm arguing in the back room, right? Going, I don't think you're right. I didn't say it that way. I thought, I must have it wrong, right? I'm not arguing with them. I'm not trusting the transmission, right? So I'm thinking I must have it wrong. But it seems pretty clear, so I'm using that, going with that. And then it starts to make more sense because over time, through teaching this class, not this particular one, but level 4, and trying to sort out all the thinking that people have about out-of-body beings, all the confused thinking and all the words that are used to mean different things, the same words used to mean different things, and different words used to mean the same things. Guardian angels and spirit guides, you know, if you talk with hardcore Christians without a metaphysical opening, they get very turned off with the word guide or spirit guide. It's like, whoa, devil worship. And finally I was able to hear how to explain it to them. Is I just say, that's the Native American term for guardian angel. And they go, oh. So they get it. You see, labels don't matter. Terminology doesn't matter. We have to let go of that, but it can be very confusing. And so now this phrase, angelically guided energy healing, starts to make more sense because all the higher dimension beings feel like angels. They all feel like angels. To anybody who is able to discern, like most people can't discern a helpful dead person from an angel. You understand? Most people can't. Right? Are we on the same page with that? Right. It can be very confusing. It can be right?
Yes. Actually, I had a question about that. If I don't know where I'm at in my, or if anybody else questions what they're hearing, but
everybody questions what they're hearing. Hold
thank you. So
I just finished saying. I question what I was hearing.
I know. Forgive
It's
me.
okay. No,
Okay. So when I'm receiving a transmission, am I talking to a astral plane person?
Who am I talking to?
Thank you.
Who am I talking to when I'm hearing voices in my head? This is the purpose of the mentorship program, to help us learn who we're talking to. It's impossible for us to tell. We can't tell ourselves. That's the purpose of the mentorship program, is to have somebody say, now, Donna, for example, were you mentoring someone who shall go unnamed who was extremely gifted and refused to move past the astral beings? Extremely gifted. Best of the best. Best of the best. It's like, right, it's like, wow, you can do anything with this. Do it, do it, do it. And did she refuse to let go of the astral beings? She did. Would she move past them to the guides? No. Did she listen to any of the mentoring? No. I'm right, you're wrong. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. But she's stuck in that, you see? She's stuck in that. Now, at first we thought, because she's, continually working with these people, and we think, well, okay, we could be wrong, we could be wrong, we could be wrong. Second case study, I could be wrong. Third case study, okay, wow, this is consistent, we're not wrong. So then we start to engage, saying, okay, now you move past, move past, move past, move past. Fourth case study, fifth case study, sixth, move past, sixth case study. Now we're starting to get, kind of pointed. It's like, honey, you got to let this go. You got to let this go, or you're going to be stuck. It's okay. You can do powerful shamanic healing. You can. And she is. Stephanie, you have had 2 people with that situation, correct? Were there guides even in the building at the end of it? Nobody can hear you because you don't have the microphone.
The guides just started off being upset that they weren't being, they were there, they showed up, and then the people just started ignoring them, and then they just started not showing up for the work at all.
Exactly. Guides not even in the building at the end? Were the guides even in the building at the end?
No, not even in the building.
Not even at the building. It's the choice. You see, it's okay. It's okay to do shamanic work. Shamanism is a 40,000-year tradition that has helped billions of people. It's wonderful. That's not what we're teaching. That's not what we're teaching. If you want to do shamanism, that's okay. Go do shamanism. That's not what we're teaching. That's not what we're teaching. Okay, so angels. All the higher dimension beings feel like angels, you see? To someone who has the ability to discern at least the dividing line. So at first, all out-of-body beings kind of feel the same. It's hard to even tell the dividing line. You see, people will even argue and say, no, I am connecting with the higher dimension beings. Okay. You see, they're not taking the hand and keeping going. They just want to take the hand of the astral being and not let go of it. They don't want to keep going. It's okay. It's okay. But that's not what we're teaching. What we're teaching is to take the hand of the astral beings and keep going. And so if you do that, and without the mentorship program, friends, it's no one yet has done it without the mentorship program. You could be the first, but go with the odds. Go with the odds. Go with the odds. Once you start to be able to discern the difference between the line of, I have to start blasting through this. Please, give me just 1 minute. Once you're able to discern the difference between astral beings and higher dimension beings, you get to the land of eternal sunshine, where the sun is always shining. You can tell the difference. Now there, at first, it all feels the same. Just like at first, we couldn't even tell the difference between astral beings and higher dimension beings. Does that make sense? So at first, when we first start actually getting there, when our skirts blow up, you see, at first, because the skirt hasn't blown up, we don't know what it feels like. But after a while, it's like, woohoo! Okay, I'm going to the land of eternal sunshine. And now, once again, I can't tell the difference. Everybody feels the same, right? Right? Then we start to differentiate. Just over years, you understand, I'm a long way down this path. Not just in this life, you know, but in this life a long way down this path and over incarnations as well.